All right, so starting off with pin squats here again. I think got 2 more weeks of pin squats, then I'm gonna do some pause squats just to do something maybe a little bit more specific. Um, but the pin squats have been helping out a lot, so I'm glad I put them in. My bar path has been pretty good recently, and my hip shoot has been significantly better. I'm not gonna say it's perfect, but it's been significantly better. I might have had a little bit too much of a pre-hinge here. I think it's okay. I'm actually not sure about like the legality of how much pre-hinge you can have or whatnot. In the rule book, it says standing upright. Um, but you gotta have a little bit of lean when you're squatting low bar, otherwise. So it's just not specific. Here are my deadlifts. These went really well this week. Um, I'm very happy with them. That second rep flew. It was a lot better than the first. This is a block pull PR for me. I'm just weaker at block pulls. I don't really know why. Well, I do know why. It's because my hips are super high, but just is what it is. So bench, um, it's been going pretty well. I started taking my heels up. I'm thinking I'm okay with keeping my butt on the bench. It's a little bit harder with the heels up. So I just gotta, be conscious of it. Other than that, I'm not too worried about it, and I think it's been overall an improvement with my leg drive. Grinder. Here's some two board. Uh, it's easy. Two board. Here's my speed squats for today, or this week rather. Easy money. Bar path is good. I'm noticing it's a little bit further back than what I would expect. I don't know if that means I should hinge more or if I just it's because I'm wearing heels and maybe the heels shifted back a little bit, but it's good. It's straight. I'm not kicking up my hips much. I feel balanced, so I'm not gonna worry about it. Um, my elbows have been getting cooked a little bit by this low bar squat, so I don't know. Maybe I'll widen out my grip a little bit, or I just write it out because it's only really bad after my main squat day. So yeah, happy with that set. Here are some pause deadlifts. Not too bad. I could maybe go a little bit heavier with these, but it's a secondary deadlift. I don't need to cuck myself. And I'm still ending up grinding on them a little bit, so I'm probably at a good place. Um, when I was fatter, I remember my pause deadlifts being a lot stronger than they are now. even though my deadlift strength in general is about the same. Maybe a little bit lower, but not by much. Something to think about. So I've noticed a lot of people wearing the stiff sleeves nowadays, the Ergo Pros and the Rigor Mortis Inzer and A7 respectively. I'm not planning on using stiff sleeves because I just want to keep my raw numbers raw. And my goal after I hit my raw numbers is to hit my raw number goals is to transition into single ply. So I'd rather keep my raw numbers raw than when I switch to equipped, keep my equipped numbers equipped. That way there's no question about what's going on there. I'm not the first person to speak about this, but it seems like raw is just becoming equipped again, where we're just trying to figure out more and more gear. Because like back in the day, when it was like Ed Cohen era, the single ply suits didn't do much. Now they give you a bunch of weight. And then obviously multiply came around after his era, more or less. So it just feels like between the stiff sleeves and the a little bit stretchier singlets, we're coming back to this equip thing, and it's like, well, the point of raw was that it was raw, and anyone in the gym could do it. I mean, a knee sleeve's a little bit different from a suit or wraps, but I think the point still stands that we don't really want to get pounds out of our equipment. We just want to use it for support, in my opinion. This is what I was listening to over the week. Currents is good. They're kind of generic. I sort of put them in the same category as like Polaris, where it's just good, solid metalcore, not really breaking any molds or doing anything crazy unique or anything. Just good and solid. So I like it. I'm a fan. I just, doesn't really blow my mind. I just like to listen to it. Here's my email. If you're interested in concurrent training, hit me up. I'll coach you for free. I'm still trying to learn. So, right on.